So this is the 280, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna fly it. Have about like 2 hours on it already. Man, I love this motor. This thing is powerful. 10 years of flying, this is definitely the most powerful motor that I've ever flown. It is a beast of a motor. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let's take off with this bad boy. I'm glad this motor's so light. I can carry my wing and motor out all at the same time. So, definitely makes a big difference. Just look around, make sure nobody's above me. When I engage the afterburner, it's going to climb like a spaceship. Yeah, you know how you're used to doing full power throttle up? Not on this thing. It literally is pushing me in the sand, punching me over. It is too powerful to do the full power, and I'm used to doing it with strong engines. Alright, let's go. Looking good, looking sexy. Okay. You ready? Watch this. Alright, so we're going to demonstrate a little bit of a climb rate right here. I'm going to come back in. Alright. Let's do it. It's going to get scary. Okay, watch these guys. Ready? That wing is so far behind me. I don't even do full throttle climb out. That was probably a 50-60% climb out. And you can see how violently it shoots me forward. Let's see the RPM at 4,003. That's on a climb. And at 4,000 I'm flying totally level. Right on 4,000. Temperature right now is 298. So you can see it's pretty smooth. And then when you get over the 5,000 mark up to the 6,000, like from 57, 6,000, it gets really smooth. And so we're going to do another climb out here, cruising at 4. Watch this. We're going to go to just under 6. That's only 5,200. That's 5,006, 5,008. I'm being pushed back into the seat. That's 6,000. Yeah, now at this point it starts to get scary. And that's still at 6,120. And it can go to 7,000 plus. Like it's an elevator in the sky right now. I'm being pushed real hard into the seat. That is crazy climb rate. That's 6,000 RPMs. On a really hard climb out. Climbing at 6,000 RPMs, and it's literally pushing me down into the seat. I'm flying a 22 square meter glider, guys. That's 1,200 feet already. I'm going to back off just a little bit, stow the brakes, and have a chat.
Alright, so what can I say? Yeah guys, it's not a hype, the power is insane. This is definitely the motor to beat right now as far as power. The fact that it only weighs 49 pounds, pretty ridiculous. Definitely my favorite motor. So here's the problem. The problem is it's got so much power that I was hoping I could sell this thing to new pilots. But unless you really, really dial in your throttle control on like a Nitro 200, it wouldn't be a safe bet to do that, to get this 280. Yeah, it's just so powerful. And watch, so this is what the problem is. If you hit it, it just immediately shoots you back. So, you know, you're used to doing this on a regular motor with the throttle, and this one you got to do it like that, super gently, because there's so much thrust everywhere. So I'm cruising right now at 4,560, and I'm climbing. Who's got the best view in the house? Right here, man. 1,200 feet penthouse. Oh man, I love this place. Great place to learn how to fly. We got consistent, steady wind all day long. We can fly all day and not worry about thermals. And yeah. That guy's flying a Viterazzi there. I'd love to do it. He's a heavier pilot than me, but I'd love to try to see the difference between me and him climbing. Pretty sure I'd smoke his butt. See if I can get close to him and signal a drag race going up. That's me now going up. How fast I'm climbing. Let's see if I can tell him to come close. I don't think he's looking. See if I can get him. Let's do a climb out. Do a climb up. Ready? Ready? Let's go. Yeah, it's way faster climb up. I had a hard time controlling it. Yeah, that was cool. That was freaking cool. Let's do some fun stuff. There it is. And now it's taking around. There it is. Whoa, we're going into spin. Spin mode activated. There it is. Let's not lose too much. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was fun. Alright. Yeah, was that a fair comparison? Probably not. He's on a bigger wing than me. I'm lighter. I don't know if it makes sense, but you can kind of tell. I did kind of leave him in the dust. And keep in mind, guys, that was maybe 70% power. Or 60, if that. Like I said, it's just way too much, man. At my weight especially, it's a little frightening. So, yeah, man. And that Vittorazzi is no slouch, you know, that was the motor to beat. But there's no way it's gonna beat this thing. Loving it. I gotta watch out because I had barely any fuel when I took off. Oh, so anybody wants to know, let me go on idle here. So guys, I did an hour flight, and the 1 hour flight, I put 7 liters of fuel in there. I did an hour flight and I burned 3 liters in 1 hour. So I'm doing about 3 liters in 1 hour. That basically, I did the math, that gives me over almost 3.5 hours of flying time on a 22 Spider. And the entire flight, I kept it between 4,000 and 5,000 RPMs. I did do some harder climb outs just to make some harder climb outs but that's what I was pretty much getting. So there was rumors out there that this motor eats too much fuel or something, but that's not what I'm finding. It seems very economical. I mean, it's getting to me what the nitro does. I get about 3.5 hours of the nitro, so really happy with it. I got more power and less fuel. It kind of makes sense because I'm using way less RPMs than on the nitro. When I'm climbing out like around 4,500 RPMs, real hard. At 5,000 I'm smoking, and yeah, on the nitro everything's a little bit higher RPM. So yeah, man, super happy with this thing. We're gonna do a landing and then I'm gonna fuel it up and go back up. Let's climb up one more time. So let's engage afterburner. Oh damn it. It's like an elevator ride. Alright guys, we're up at 2,300, almost 2,400 feet. Oh yeah, turn on the air conditioning up here. Oh man. Yeah, it gets definitely cooler up here. Yeah, so what can I say? Loving it, loving it, loving it. It's a breeze to come up to these higher altitudes with this machine. You're up here so quick. So yeah, I got the electric start, killed the motor. Now that's something I never really used to do with the pull start. It just took that enjoyment out of the way, you know, when you know you got to crank and pull on that pull start, and sometimes it starts, sometimes it doesn't. You got to really extend your hand. You know, it's kind of awkward. You know, you got the throttle in your hand, all this stuff. It's kind of awkward to start it up. So didn't usually, you know, used to kill the motor because it was just awkward. Now with the electric start, it's like every flight. I just shut it off and turn it on and just come up 2,000-3,000 feet and, you know, glide around for 6, 7, 8 minutes on pure silence. This is what's beautiful. This is nirvana right here, guys. So I'm absolutely loving this motor. I know I'm a dealer, so, but I mean, in all honesty, I love it. It's a great engine. You know, Air Conception got a lot of heat because it took them a long time to get this motor out. They tested it for over 2 years, about 2.5 years before they released it. But you know, that's kind of unheard of in the industry, and that's why it surprised a lot of people. So, but that's what you want from a good company. You want them to really test the thing, you know, the motor out, make sure it really works properly, and not just throw it out on the market. So I'm glad it took them that long, because they hopefully have put together a really solid motor. And time will tell. I'll keep you guys updated. If there's anything that goes wrong with it, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, this is what I love. This motor right here. This setup, Air Conception, lightweight, works really nicely, great weight shift, very well balanced. Get it as light as you can, man, because if you get it as light as you can get it, it just everything is easier. Taking off, landing, walking around with it on your back.
yeah, everything's just fun when you have it at, you know, lighter and lighter. Um, what else can I say? Okay, guys, yeah. So most of the flying is done around between 4 and 5,000 RPMs. I rarely ever go out. All that hard climb outs that you guys saw, we're literally at 5,008, 5,900. They weren't even going over 6. It's just, I'm already so reclining that at like just under the 6,000 mark that it's too much. So other than that, I did notice that the heat is lower, so it runs cooler than the nitro. The nitro will typically run at 380, 390, 410, 420, depending how hot it is, and so on. 430 even. And this thing, let's see if we can get a max readout. Max was 403. So, and that's what we're running at. I haven't seen it go any higher. That's actually the highest I've seen it. So, and it is around, like, you know, almost 80 degrees outside. So, what else? Vibration. I would say it's the same on the low end as the nitro, but when you move to the higher RPMs, around over 55, 56, 57, it really smooths out. So it's smoother at the higher RPMs than the nitro. I would dare to say it's maybe a tad smoother than even the Viterazzi at the very high RPMs. So yeah, guys, I think the Viterazzi 185 and this is definitely the paramotor to be on. There is no other engines that I would be flying. If it wasn't this, it'd be the Viterazzi 185, or you know, well, I'd still fly the nitro because I still like the nitro better, lighter, and I don't know, it's just a nice motor. But yeah, as far as power, this is it. This is the new bad boy in town. Everybody's gonna have to work to make such a light unit and get it lighter and more powerful than this. This is gonna set the bar, hopefully, for I don't want to say for a long time. I hope you know, somebody comes out with even a lighter one. Maybe Air Conception will come out with something even more powerful and lighter, but that would be crazy. Yeah, guys. Again, save your money, buy good gear, get good training. I offer a 10-day training here in this Pensacola Beach area, this beautiful area. We got smooth laminar winds all day. That's what you need to learn in. You get to kite all day. That way you can feel exactly what the glider is doing. You can really dial in your landing. Everything is happening a little slower. Once you dial in your landing here, you can go inland and knock out any kind of landing because you have your flare timing down. The problem with inland flying is you're coming in super fast. And if you don't have your flare timing down, then, you know, you're going to hit the ground pretty fast. So that's all we want to do. So this is looking good. We're on a nice approach here. Gonna come in. Very nice. Look at that, like a butterfly. And a little pressure right now. And flare. And out. There we go. I kind of do a 2-stage flare on this glider because it's pretty fast. So I like that. Alright. Oh, it's so tempting to just start that motor and do one more. Anyway, I'm going to put some fuel in it and probably go up and hang out. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have questions, you know, send me an email, give me a call, and yeah, I highly recommend this motor. It's the bomb. But definitely for more experienced pilots or somebody that did a bunch of flights on like a nitro and really got the throttle down, because it's not something you want to just hand over to somebody that doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, guys, visit the website flyhighparamotors.com. I still think this is the best priced paramotor out there. It's like under $8,000 with the 280, and it's definitely the power plant to beat and the paramotor beat out there. So look at this. You can just stand here, kite it, get a really amazing in tune with that wing. That's what it's all about, guys. You got to feel that wing. Got to be one with the wing. All right, signing off. Take care.